visitors and the Cleveland Browns. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Tighten down.
Hey, 133. Pistol.
Check four.
I got it.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Switch.
Point it right. Pistol.
Throwing, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Set. Black 11.
Stop your whining. Watch your shit.
Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's first and 10 at the 14. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 14 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Trying to get it to Landry there. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So 190, 190, shoot.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now Gordon on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Set, 390.
42. Here we go, team. Here I come. Twist. Alert 3.
Red Delta.
Throwing on second down. Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. Third and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
So Mike 42. Night, sweetheart.
White.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Step round 80. Round 80. White.
On first down, Gordon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Set, round 80.
42. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
12.
42's a mark.
Hey, I'm going to go load it.
Mike's 42.
Now on second and 13, Rivers. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there, bank at the 39-yard line. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Third and long.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Check 24, check 24.
Zero. Load it. Load it. White. Under crunch. Done.
To throw is Rivers. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch this. Kill.
Hurry.
Kill. Turn up. Mike 56.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
180.
56 is the Mike. Watch the backer.
What's that?
Twist. Watch.
Hurry.
Check. 56. Mike.
Regular.
56.
Point it right.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Good. 20.
Target.
Hey, alert. Hurry.
56. Check 56.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Run.
Kill.
General West. Real. Hey, Alpha.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
I'm scared.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
check three.
Hurry, hurry.
Check three, check three. Check, 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 check. Jam, 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 jam. Watch the
Real, real, real.
Hey, alert three, alert three.
I got it.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
Hurry.
Showing up.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 31 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
He's a kitty.
3rd and long for Rivers. Benjamin's got it. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Rivers finding his top receiver. That's Allen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
12.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on second and long. Rivers caught on the left side by Benjamin. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Red Delta! Hey, ready!
Throwing, Rivers. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hurry, hurry! Hey, alert 33! Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot!
Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
180! Pistol. Up. Hey, echo.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch the...
Alert!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Alert! Hey, orbit. No, check that. Hey, alert! You must be drunk. Up. Check 49.
Check. Crunch.
Check. My touch.
Play fake. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
Returning, it's Benjamin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Go. Slip.
From the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
Yeah, it was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Regular.
Mayfield on 1st down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. They go play action. Mayfield, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You draw forfeit.
Final play of the half, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Block 11! Check it back. Check it. Load it.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check safety.
From the gun, Rivers nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Give me that ball. Give me that. Bravo.
52, Mike, 52. You can't block me. You can't block me. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Here we go.
Regular.
26, check 26.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Hurry! 56, check 56. Come up the ball,
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Browns. And even 40 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hurry! Regular.
You got tight.
They run again with Hunt. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
180!
Check me out. Joker.
Shot! Hurry! Motion!
Hatchet.
Run. What's that?
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
One of the things that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Los Angeles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rivers now. Allen's got it complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, y'all can hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This is Gordon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Throwing Rivers. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Rivers, and it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Block 11! Red! 10! Whip! Watch recon, 132 fighter!
First down, Rivers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Rivers completes it to Benjamin. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Rivers, and that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Tighten up.
Hey, Delta!
22. Watch the screen.
Now Rivers on 4th down. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Rivers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll throw again. Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Check.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Good, 180!
Flare.
Real.
Switch gears. Watch the safety creep.
Watch.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Room here to run. is able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
180.
Right there, 56. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Hurry, hurry. Real. Mike 56. Mike 56.
On deck, baby.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, 68 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Like that.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He finds his target, Beckham. 25 yards that time.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt.
56 the Mike, boys. 56. You must be.
Hurry. I got.
Now Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that's complete. It's Green here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Rivers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Room.
40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Hey, zoom.
Check tight.
Hey, Delta. Look.
One last shot now for Rivers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Who that? Watch
0.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.